Welcome to Our Plant Stories. Tuesday, the 19th of May, and the RHS Chelsea Flower Show opens its gates to the public. It's one of the gardening world's great horticultural moments. Around 157,000 people will visit the show, and millions more around the world will watch it on television. The standards are high for the horticulturalists and the plants alike. Gardens have been in the planning for more than a year. I made this short series of offshoot episodes for Plant Heritage, exploring how the charity's first Chelsea garden has come to life. Hearing the stories of Sally Ann Rees, Kate Campbell and William Murray, the designers, the national collection holders who have loaned their plants, and the chair farmers whose incredible full-grown chair will be on the garden. Now the garden has been revealed to the public and the judges. But before we go there, I just want to take us back 14 days when Sally, Will and Kate arrived for their first day on site to start the build.
So when we turned up, it was just completely bare earth. And then our contractors, they came on site and we got 2 massive deliveries of our boundary and the amazing stone that's going to be used. So that's all getting unloaded at the moment. And our boundary's getting put up, so it's very quickly taking shape.
What time did you arrive?
7 o'clock, yeah.
What's it like on site, Will?
It is very, very busy. I think organised chaos. It can feel quite chaotic when you're sort of looking around, but there are lots of people in high-vis jackets that seem to know what they're doing and telling us where to go and where the trucks need to go. So it's a really tight site, so we just have to be a bit careful where we're putting stuff and be really conscious of all the other people building around us too.
Because everything's happening at exactly the same time?
So everyone in our category has turned up on the very small area that we're sharing between the 4 gardens, all at the same time at 7, so it's sort of who can get their stuff out quickest. But it's really good. It's really great, and everyone's helping out each other as well. So it's a nice atmosphere.
Sally, what's it like really seeing it come together?
Oh, it's incredible. You know, it's been 18 months in the planning, and sorry, I've lost my voice already, which doesn't bode well for the next 2 weeks. I think right now, as we're speaking, we think the stone is being offloaded, so that'll be another really big thing. One of the best things I've seen this morning is the men manoeuvring the fork. And it is usually the men manoeuvring the forklift trucks. I mean, it's quite incredible to watch. As Will said, it's such a tiny space. But
nervous or excited?
Excited.
I know we've all said it, and it sounds so cheesy, but it really has been a great team all the way along. We've got the messages this morning from Plant Heritage. Everyone's behind us. The contractors have been great. Rupert and Gareth have been really brilliant this morning, and it's just set the tone really. It does really feel like one big family, and that's really nice.
I can vouch for what a tiny space it is. I went with the designers back in January when they got to do a site visit, and on that day I had a chat with Gemma Lake, the RHS Chelsea Flower Show manager. She looks after all the content at the show and has been doing it for 6 years. And I asked her what the biggest challenge was to building gardens on this site.
I would say space. There isn't much. Once everything starts arriving, it's a very confined space, very busy, lots of traffic on site, lots of people on site. So it's really trying to create these beautiful gardens, but in a very hectic and busy, tight space.
And what's your advice to people like the Planting Design Collective, who I think Will's built here before? He had a balcony garden, but I know Sally and Kate haven't, and this is the first time they're doing it as the collective, building the missing collector garden for Plant Heritage. What would your advice be?
I think stay calm. Don't let the small things stress you out. Have a really good plan. Make sure that you've thought about as much as you can, and have contingency for things to go wrong, because inevitably things do go wrong, and it's all about finding solutions, not dealing with problems.
How many days on site have you got to put it together?
We've got 10 days, so the first kind of 4 days will be building the kind of hard landscaping elements of the garden, and then putting the structures in. So this is Wednesday, and our trees and hedges arrive on Friday. They'll go in. Saturday we've got our first drop of the plants, like all the herbaceous stuff, going in, and then we've got another drop on Monday, and Monday until the Friday that'll be planting focused, getting all the plants in, making it look beautiful.
How are the spreadsheets doing?
They're all right. They're holding up, I think, but they're changing quite a lot because, well, with the nature of the plants, because we've been growing them for ages, but it's been a really tricky spring where it's been really hot, so we're constantly reassessing the plants and seeing which ones can we include, which ones do we need to substitute. So even yesterday and the day before, we were at nurseries trying to source other plants as backups, that kind of thing. So yeah, things are still changing right up to the last minute.
I think I should say we are sitting by the Thames. So that's why there's some wind noise, possibly some river noise, and behind us is basically a building site, isn't it, where all the trucks and articulated lorries and building is kind of, well, they're going into the site basically to build. That's the background of the sound for you, yes? And actually we think this is quite a cool, calm spot, don't we, really? If you needed to get out for 5 minutes, this is the place to come.
Yeah, I think this might be our secret spot, and nobody else seems to have realised it's here yet. There's nobody else in high vis, so we might keep quiet about this one.
Maybe we should take off a high.
Yeah.
Just as really small kind of, well, I should ask about the plants actually first, but I'm going to ask this small practical question. Do you need to get that?
It's Saul.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a plant heritage call, so I'm going to take it.
Go for it. Tell us about the plants. How many times have you visited them at the nursery?
I'd say 4, 5, maybe 6.
I think you've been more times.
Maybe more. I mean, I'm there. I feel like a member of staff now. I'm like, they're like, right, you again. Yeah, Kate, we've had a few really good trips together, all three of us. Actually, we were there earlier this week. So quite a lot. As Kate said, it's been a really tricky spring for all the growers, I think, and it's so some of the plants are too far along, so we can't use those, and where they're sort of linking plants that are quite higher numbers in the garden, it's been a bit tricky. But it's been a chance to go plant shopping continuously, which has been quite fun.
Oh, it's been a bit of a hardship then.
Oh, really tough, really tough. So I think we're there now. We've had a few extra trips to different places, but it's been good. It's been good.
Can I ask a purely practical question? Do you bring sandwiches? Do you get coffee on site? How does it all work?
Yeah, I think, well, we have all bought our lunch today, haven't we? But it is the first day. Oh yeah, Sally has already eaten hers at 10:30. I think we're all quite organised today because it's the first day. So whether that continues for the whole time, I'm not quite sure.
But we are hoping that Will continue to bring us boiled eggs on a daily basis, because that has been his little signature dish.
Is there an endless supply of coffee?
There's coffee trucks here, which are very good. And there's a canteen, and we haven't been to the canteen yet this year. But we've got a coffee machine. Well, we have a coffee machine, brand new boxed coffee machine with a milk filter thingy, milk frother. So yeah, when we got the plug, so hopefully tomorrow we'll have people queuing up.
I'm so impressed. I wasn't sure that supplying coffee to the staff was part of it.
I'm usually quite highly caffeinated, so I think it's important that we maintain those levels.
Oh, is this the coffee machine?
Yeah, I'm just
concerned about the cleaning of the nozzle, which is a fair point.
Of the milk frother.
You don't want a crusty nozzle.
You definitely
So I spoke to Gemma Lake back in January when we came on that site visit, and I kind of asked her, what her advice would be. So I thought we'd just, look at what it was, and you can tell me whether that feels like that's things you're thinking about now.
What if you say something and we're like, oh God, we haven't thought of that?
Well, she
said
said
on a spreadsheet somewhere.
She said one of the biggest challenges was storage and space because it's so tight.
It's mental. It's like Jenga. It's and there's other gardens all around you, but it seems to be working, I guess. Like the traffic control people are amazing, where there's an element of see a space and grab it, but also it feels like if you know the right people, you can arrange extra space. So yeah.
What about space to store stuff, behind the garden? Do you get much of that?
Not particularly. We've got about a metre wide strip which runs the length of the garden, which is 8 metres, but that's shared with the garden behind us. So 4 metres of space really to put some bits and bobs. So it's very
size.
it is tight.
But our next door neighbour Ashley has got this amazing pantry. It's got this beautiful green, shiny, lockable literally like a walk-in larder, and she's got shelving, and I'm very jealous. I suspect there are coat hooks in there and all sorts. Probably a sofa. How? I really don't know.
We've had to try and stop Sally from looking at the other gardens too much and say, don't worry, look, we've got it great. Don't look at what Ashley's got.
I want that contract.
Okay, another piece of her advice was stay calm, don't let the small things stress you out, have a good plan and contingencies.
Yeah. I think we're good, and we've come into it prepared, but also prepared for things will go wrong, but we'll deal with it. Like, there will be problems we need to solve, but like Sally said, we've got such a good team. I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
I think that was another one of hers, finding solutions, not dealing with problems.
Yeah, and that's kind of the fun of it. Like, I love this stage of the project because it's kind of like thinking on your feet. Like, stuff happens straight away. You action things, and it's happening. And it's not all emails and admin and spreadsheets now. It's like, let's do it and let's get stuff done. And if something doesn't fit, like, there's definitely a solution that you can come up with. And sometimes some of those things that you're not quite expecting turn out to be the best bit at the end.
Yeah, that's so true.
So how long will you be here every day, do you think?
I was a bit surprised that our lovely contractors were here at 7, and I had in my mind 8 o'clock, and I was sort of dealing with that. I'm not particularly a morning person, so no, it was 7. So 7 until we can be here till 8 tonight. So it could be some quite long days.
I thought it was 10. Is it only 8?
I think it's 10 during show week.
Yeah. Oh, no.
God, let's check this. Yeah. I hope it's just 8.
Because presumably you've got to pace yourself slightly.
Yeah. We're quite conscious of that at the moment because the contractors are on site and there's only so much we can do. So we need to kind of conserve our energy, because when the planting stage happens, that'll be all go. Yeah.
So just one other thought. This must be a huge moment as well for those national plant collection holders who have given you plants.
Yeah, we did an Instagram reel the other day and put all of the pictures, all their faces, and on this, and I got really quite emotional because everyone has been, and I'm not getting emotional now, I just can't actually talk. They've been brilliant. They've been so great. We've got some really wonderful plants, and I know there was a plant heritage fair the other week, and one of the collection holders was talking very proudly about his Tradescantia. David, hello if you're listening. About the featuring on the garden, and that's, it's a real pleasure to be able to do that, and it's been so kind of him to lend us so many plants. Yeah.
And is there something when we watch this on television, Will, that you would really like us to look out for in your design?
We've got really gorgeous plants on a plant heritage garden. We've also got some interesting features. So we've got the beautiful sculptural chair from Alice and Gavin that was grown from a tree and is cast in bronze. So that's going to be a really lovely feature in the garden. Will hopefully stand out. And we've got some amazing stonework done by a very very talented stonemason, Adam Burford, who's carved sort of museum-style drawers which are going to be planted up, and some very, very beautiful stone books as well.
It's going to be very exciting. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a fabulous week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to really look forward to seeing that garden, which was on paper for so long.
Yeah.
actually kind of come to be real.
Yeah.
And I hope you get that coffee machine installed.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Priorities.
So the day has arrived. The garden is finished and on show. And I caught up with many of the people we have talked to in this short series. Gavin and Alice Munro, the chair farmers, Gwen Hines, CEO of Plant Heritage, and Will, Sally and Kate.
Advali was the first person to sit on the chair, and then we had Rupert, and then me. I was the third person. It was cool. It was kind of weird. It's a nice view from up there as well.
Is that literally the first time you've sat on it,
Yeah.
even though you put it in the garden?
Yeah, no, none of us have sat on it. I think because we've been so precious as well. We've been not even wanting to touch it in a way, apart from to move it into position. So it's kind of strange sitting on it. It's cool though. It's stunning.
The whole garden is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you. We're really happy with it. Yeah, it was really nice, and like it's been getting a lot of like good reception as well. And I think the collection holders we've worked with who've come and seen it seem really happy with it, which is great. So we've seen Dan Myhill, and then David, he's been here as well. So yeah, it's cool.
It's almost the ultimate compliment, isn't it? When
yeah, if they like it, that means a lot more.
I just can't believe. I mean, this chair's been everywhere. It's in all the galleries and that throughout the world. You can't use this. I'm literally trying to get my words out. It's been with all the big brands and big names, and then you said, yeah. And we've not done this before. Well, Will has, but you trusted us.
It's one of the most exciting things we've done, to be fair.
Stop it.
It's really nice.
Really so exciting. I mean, it's been a dream for ages.
But they've been so, you could have been like, well, it has to sit here and it can't be like this. And you've just let us do it, and you've been so kind.
Well, it's really good to have it out, and everybody's seeing it.
And everybody's seeing it.
What does it mean for plant heritage, do you think, to have this garden here?
I think it's a huge moment for us. I mean, just having people coming across today and saying what a beautiful garden it is, and that was my idea from the very beginning, my wish, that people would see national collections can be part of a really stunning garden. They're really important work, it's important conservation, but they're also beautiful, and you can enjoy your garden. You can have these amazing treasures of plants hidden all over your garden and keep them safe for the future.
Which are the ones you're hoping today might find homes? They're not here maybe, but which are the ones that still need collectors?
So I was really keen to have the verbascum in here. So at the front of the garden you've got verbascum clementine, which is a really well-known Chelsea plant. But actually that was bred by the former National Collection holders. And then a few years ago they gave up the collection. They were moving, they didn't have room. They said it's time for somebody else to take it on. So that plant is here. Everybody thinks it's beautiful, but it's no longer safely in the National Collection. So wouldn't it be lovely if at Chelsea you have somebody who says, great, I'm going to be the verbascum National Collection holder.
That would be a fabulous result, wouldn't it?
Would be amazing. It really would be amazing. And also, I mean, I'm talking to so many people who say, well, I can't be a National Collection holder, but I can support your work, I can become a member, I can get involved, I can help out on other people's national collections, or even if there is a national collection, you could duplicate it. Somebody said to me this week, they were saying, oh, I'd really like a collection of peonies, but you've already got one. And I said, well, it's fine, have another one, because then they really are future-proof. They're kept safe for the future by having more than one collection.
And with that verbascum, could at some point someone be a plant guardian for it?
They definitely could. So where there isn't a national collection, what we try and do is take the rarest of the plants and have plant guardians looking after them. And sometimes that's a bit of a pathway into becoming a national collection. Some people start with one or two, and then before you know it, they've got 50, they've got 60. Sometimes they're looking after it and somebody else comes along and says, great, I'm going to help you, and I'm going to put rings around it and make this actually a national collection. But plant guardians, we've now got nearly 3,000 plants looked after by individuals as plant guardians, and that is just as important as the national collections.
You know what I find really extraordinary is that Sally literally phoned you up from the hairdresser.
One Friday afternoon. I know, I'm so glad I answered the phone that day, right? Friday afternoon you're thinking, I'm just busy, I'm trying to get things finished. Do I answer the phone? But I did. Will, Kate and Sally have just been amazing to work from the very beginning. And I think, again, it's just that idea that from the very phone call to the... one day we went out to dinner together to talk about what do we all want from the Chelsea garden. We went up to Chester Zoo together. We've all been helping each other over the last week. Yesterday, when they'd finished their garden, it was being judged. We were still building the plant heritage display in the Great Pavilion, and they came across and said, can we help? I mean, they were on their knees from all the work here, and they said, can we come and help? And I think just all the way along, it's just been such a great team effort.
We're looking at the garden. We're looking at the chair. How does it feel?
Oh my God, it's so exciting. It's been so long brewing that it's kind of slightly dreamy that we're here in real life. It's lovely. And it looks better than I thought too. The shiny, just the right thing.
Amazing. Yeah, I will start weeping quite soon. Yeah, it looks really fantastic. And set off beautifully by the whole rest of the garden. It just looks perfect.
Could you ever, in your mind's eye, have seen it looking like this when you... I mean, I'm amazed. It goes from the orchard to your workshop to here and now to the bronze. I mean, in a garden, is that almost beyond
it's
what
kind
you
of like
thought.
its natural place, isn't it, somehow? And it looks so much like the drawing that they did in the first place, which nothing ever does, does it? It's like, oh no, they've fulfilled the vision that they wanted, and I feel like it's a real honour to be part of it. It's amazing. You know, it's I don't know, because there is this thing, isn't there, where we're not sure where we fit, whether it's art or design or gardening, but it turns out it just looks all right in a garden.
What I love about this project is literally it came about because, you know, Sally was sitting in the hairdressers and phoned up Gwen, and Gwen's like, well, it was just chance that I picked up the phone and was there. But it was the same with you guys.
Yeah, completely, yeah. So Sally, I can't remember if it was an email or a message, but it was, and I called her back. I was like, yes, because it's been on the list of things for a long, long time, and I never ever thought it would be within our reach, because it's a lot of admin and a lot of financial commitment, and so I didn't think it would ever happen, and so it's just thrilling.
What was special about her approach, though?
Just she was so genuine and continues to be really genuine, and you're going to start me crying again. Continues to be so genuine and so thrilled, and so so happy about it all. Just really excited.
They're so kind, considerate and competent. That's the thing. It's an excellent combination.
And how do your family feel about this?
Oh, my mum's so excited. I've just spoken to her. She's like, oh, she's watching it on telly. She's like, yeah. She might even be proud of me.
And Doris obviously isn't here, but can we just do a quick check where she is?
And she's with our friend John. He's looking after her. We're very, very grateful, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to leave. Yeah, I'm already a little bit twitchy about it, but yeah, she's in safe hands, so that's good.
Excellent.
Hopefully she's not chewed his hands too much at any rate.
So Gavin just said to me, this looks so like the mood board looked, like the garden looked on paper. And he was just like, how? Does that feel the same for you?
It does. It's kind of strange. I mean, I'd like to say this is what we designed, so it has to look somewhat like what we intended, but it has ended up like that. But it looks, well, what we designed, but much more. So much more textures. You've got the light glinting on the chair. You've got the bees coming in, which is really lovely to see. We've got lots of people buzzing around. It's really bringing it to life. So I suppose our illustrations were all static, and now it's here in real life. So it's really lovely to see.
What does it feel like standing here this morning?
It feels really lovely. Like today's the day where we essentially hand the garden over to the charity. So at first I felt quite anxious, sort of seeing people going up into the garden. We sort of treat it. It's all wrapped in cotton wool whilst we're building it, and now we've sort of let it go, and it's what it's supposed to be. It's a garden for people to go into. So it's really lovely to see.
Did you enjoy the build process?
Yes, the build process is really exciting. There were moments that are very stressful that we would say we probably didn't enjoy. When 3 different big Arctic lorries arrive at the same time with trees on them is quite a stressful moment in a very tight site. When there was hailstones whilst we're planting was not ideal, but when we look at what we've created with a bit of trials, I suppose, along the way, it makes it even more special.
You must feel so proud.
Yeah, I do. And it's just lovely what we've achieved, like as the Planting Design Collective with Sally and Kate, but then also with Plant Heritage and everyone following us along the journey. It's really special.
All the episodes about the Plant Heritage Missing Collector Garden are on the Our Plant Stories website or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to know where the garden will be going next, well, just listen on to the end. Our Plant Stories is an independent podcast made by me, Sally Flatman. And if you would like every new episode delivered to your inbox on the day I publish it, then just sign up for the newsletter on the website ourplantstories.com. So So I'm sure you're not thinking about this right now, but where is this garden going to go at the end? Remind us.
So it's going to Chester Zoo afterwards. So on the 26th of May, so that's but it's only 3 days really after the show shuts, the whole garden gets loaded onto 2 massive articulated lorries and taken up to Chester Zoo. And then it will get stored there, and then the garden will be rebuilt in September this year.
We've got such a great horticulture team there. It's 30 strong. They've got 5 national plant collections already. So it feels really comforting to know that it's going to go somewhere where it's going to be looked after really well.
With the zoo, some of the plants that are going into the garden here have actually travelled down from the zoo and then will return home, so they're having a little sort of planty holiday, which is quite fun.